Hello everyone and welcome to another really fun bonus Warrior Cat Sims 3 episode where we are going to be taking some of our Warrior Cat's Untold Tales cats and creating them in Create a Sim here in Sims 3 and putting them down as wanderers in the world where we have our custom clans, Moss Clan and Branch Clan telling their amazing Warrior Cat stories. So today we finally celebrated Apple Shadow and his mate Darklily being able to have a kit together. I rolled a dice and it turns out they're actually going to have a total of 3 kits together. So I thought what better way to celebrate than by having Darklily created in the Sims, and we are going to put her into the same Wanderer cat family that we already have Apple Shadow in. Going to rename him Apple, well, we'll leave his name Apple Shadow actually. He's not going to be Applestar in this world after all. This world is actually going to be more focused around our custom clans in our Sims 3 cat story, but we will occasionally dabble with having the characters from Untold Tales come in. They won't actually have their history and their story from Untold Tales, but it'll be like an alternative universe that we put the same characters in to give them the opportunity to perhaps fight off our clan cats or maybe befriend our clan cats. Maybe some of them, this universe's Darklily, for instance, might end up joining Branch Clan for all we know, or she might end up keeping her relationship with Apple Shadow and they would just be a set of random wandering warriors that our cats could have as friends outside of the clan. Not something that particularly happens too often in the Sims 3 cats, or the Sims 3 cats and the Warrior Cats, sorry about that, books, but I just think it'd be really fun just to have a bunch of extra cats wandering around, and it does open up the possibility to add in some of your guys' original characters by doing a special giveaway or a special sort of like lottery, and I could add in your original characters, if not directly as members of the clans, then perhaps I could add them in as wandering cats, rogue cats, cats that we could bump into while we're out on patrols or going between different areas. They could befriend the clan even if they don't join the clan, or they could be enemies of the clan for some reason. We're just gonna have to see how it all plays out. But all right, let's go ahead and we're gonna focus on making a nice gray kitty cat. I think somebody like this is really who I think Dark would more remind me of. And then let me see, we'll go in and we'll start looking at some of her custom coat colors. I think Darklily is kind of like her sister Streamlily in that she'd have a few patterns, a few spots here and there. Let's see what kind of coloring we can give her. Ooh, we could give her some, ooh, look at that. Some like dark legs in the back. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and give her, I almost want to see like a stream. So she's kind of like a stream that has a current running under it. So we're going to push this down on her side. You know, like there's shadows under a rippling current. That's what I think about when I think about Darklily. And these cats I will be adding to the gallery at some point in the future so that you guys can actually download them and add them into your Sims 3 Warrior Cat stories, or maybe just your Sims 3 neighborhood, so you could have some of our special Untold Tales cats roaming around. Wouldn't that be so fun? All right, and we'll go ahead and we will scoot this up. That's what I kind of picture Darklily to be like. Pretty simple looking gray cat for the most part, but she's also got just that sort of like shadows under the surface of the water look to her too. Let me push this up a little bit. There we go. Kind of like what you would expect to see maybe fish, or you would expect to see maybe like leaves moving under the surface of a stream. And pretty light too, so not a lot of dark ones. We might want to put the opacity, there we go. There we go. So it's just like there's something sort of in rippling back there. And then let's come over. I do think her back legs, a couple of her legs being a little bit lighter than the others, might be really adorable too. And then we'll come down here, add another layer. So let's put a new layer in and we'll do, yes, that's what I wanted. We'll do that leg, copy the same color. No, actually I want it on the other leg. So let's see, how do I, oh, that's right. Okay, so we come up here and we click over here. So I'm actually going to delete that layer. I actually have not made so many cats in The Sims 3 as I have, let's focus on this leg, just working on the Untold Tales stuff. Believe it or not, I've actually made more Untold Tales cats than I have our Sims 3 warrior cats, because back then I just used random cats and used a random generator to help me pick. And I kind of want her like to have a white leg right here, and then let's give her a little paw, like a darker paw, or like a darker boot, I think. And then she can have kind of like a dark boot that's sort of, I kind of almost want like a muddy layer to it too. So let's try something where there's just the faintest bit of brown, just the tiniest bit of brown on that paw. There, I think that gives her a lot of character. I'm gonna make the brown even lighter, I think. So it's just very, very, very faintly mixed in. And I think I'm going to actually make her leg a little bit lighter too. There we go. All right, that's pretty interesting. Back to the little brown foot, just a teensy bit. And I actually want to make the opposing foot back here brown as well. So let's grab her little boot. There we go. So that'll give her a little brown boot, just a teensy bit. Like she kind of stepped in the mud walking along the riverbank, I think. And yeah, make sure it's the same color. And let's go ahead. I want to give her one of the lighter socks, or like the darker socks over here too. Yeah, that's much better. All right. That is kind of like what I imagine Streamlily to look like. Maybe with, I'm going to switch over to the left hind leg, and we're going to do the same thing that we did on the right hind leg. There we go. Got that coloring in. Where's the paws? These pieces. That's what I'm looking for. All right, let me try to grab that color. But yeah, this should be really fun, you guys. Okay, so now that we've made Streamlily, we're going to give her some personality too, so I can show you guys what her personality traits would be. And let's come over. Is that better? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's okay, we can back up on that. And then here it is. This is the coat color I was looking to change. And yeah, I just love this kind of ripple dappled effect that she has going on. All right, awesome. So that is her coat color. I actually don't like the brown foot on the front now that we've actually made her. Let me remove that. No, apparently that was actually the wrong one. Did I give her like multiple brown feet layers? Is that what happened here? All right, so let me try removing this. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so I'm pretty happy with what we have for Streamlily's coat. So let's go back over. From advanced mode, we are going to affect, should she have a long tail or a short tail? That's so cute. Oh my gosh, I kind of want her to have a short tail now. And look, she has the little dark spots on her ears. That's perfect. I sort of want her to be a minx now. I didn't really think about that before, but I think it fits her pretty well. So we're going to go to her head shape, and we're also going to change her eyes really quickly. I think that she has darker eyes because she is named, and I did call her Streamlily. Oh my gosh, I did not mean that. You guys know I meant Darklily. So I think darker eyes because her name is Darklily. There we go. And we'll kind of spread that down there. And it gives her a very thoughtful expression too, which I really like. And we're going to give her a different kind of muzzle. That's much better. That's a little bit more, because it was kind of one of these faces. Here, we'll alter her manually a little bit. It's kind of fun to share this with you guys too, just so that we can sort of discover Streamlily together. And I know this is tremendously helpful to a whole bunch of you guys who are actually, there we go, who are our amazing artists who help to bring Streamlily to life too. So there's the chin. So I can adjust the chin scale. You know what? I just can't quite seem the flow length. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's much better. It's interesting how just a little bit of adjustment there. She just has a shorter face too, but not too terribly short. And I think we'll shrink her head size down just a bit. Not too much, but just a bit more. Because she's a bit of a smaller cat. If I could, I think I would make her a little bit more long-furred, but I don't really see a lot of long fur cats being in RiverClan. And again, in our world, in the Sims 3 world, she would not be from RiverClan. She would just be from a wandering cat clan, because we're not going to really cross the two clans together. And I'm going to give her a little, let's give her a little white nose if possible. There we go. That's pretty close. Just something. Can I give you, oh, how about, yeah, that's better. All right, so we've got a good nose for her. Oh, look at you, Darklily. Oh, I love her. She's very pretty. Okay, and then for personality, if we hit random, what would it pick? It would hit lazy, neat, and proud. That doesn't really seem to suit her. So let's go ahead. I think shy might really suit her. I kind of feel like shy would be perfect for her because maybe she gets that shyness and that her sister is so aggressive and overbearing. Maybe that's why she left River Clan, so that she could be with Apple Clan. And then I think that she'd also be kind of neat. Like she really loves collecting things. Maybe that's why she likes all the apples. There's something, and I guess that's a playful trait too. Let's give her playful. I think she's secretly playful. And maybe neat. Maybe a little adventurous. I think she may be like a shy, adventurous cat who's a little playful. So the shy and the adventurous would kind of fight with each other. Or maybe even friendly. I kind of get the feeling that, you know what, I don't think adventurous as much as friendly. She's shy, friendly, and playful, not trying to give her like perfect traits. Keep in mind, the shyness, I think, has actually led to her betraying River Clan and leaving River Clan. And the playfulness may explain why she was so willing to switch loyalties. So just because I gave her those really nice traits doesn't mean they're always positive traits. Just, I don't really think anything else really suits her. Unless, let's double check. Yeah, like clueless. You know, clueless kind of suits her, but I think shy fits her much better. And I think she's very playful because she does like the piles of apples we have in River Clan. And I think that quiet would really work for her too. You know what? I think quiet actually works for her better than friendly, now that I think about it. She just really likes to kind of stay at the back. There we go. So now we have Darklily. So I'm going to get her put down with the other wanderers, and we're actually going to do something special to see what her and Apple Shadow's kits would be like. Oh, you guys, look at these two. Look at them. They're actually getting a chance to meet in Sims 3, and it is the most exciting thing. So we have Apple Shadow over here getting a chance to meet Darklily, and this is very, very fun. I think they are both very handsome cats, and you can see so many more details of them here in Sims 3 and so much more expression than you can in our Untold Tales series. So it's really fun to create those cats here. Oh, they're giving each other a good sniff. Oh, that's so exciting. And now we are going to go ahead and we are going to allow them to have a bit of a relationship, but also to have some kits. And there is a special mod I have installed called Inras that is going to let us see what the 3 kits of Apple Shadow and Darklily would look like straight off the bat. So that's going to be really, really fun. So there are these two. Are you guys still going to interact? Oh, that's so cute. They're just interacting on their own. And don't worry about these Sims. This is just a placeholder household I have down so that we have somewhere to stick all of our wanderer cats. They're not actually living with 2 legs. The scandal. All right, so these two seem to be getting along pretty well. And what we can actually do with the cheats I have installed is we can go ahead and make it so that they've got a fantastic relationship. They can be best of best friends. And I'm going to go ahead and instantly give them some children. So if you guys are wondering how to do that, maybe if you also have extra clans that you're not playing as your main clan in Sims 3 and you have all of the Inras mods installed like I do, be sure to check the Warrior Cats Behind-the-Paws playlist, because the one that this video should be in, because that is actually what will tell you what mods you need installed to be able to do these things, to be able to have more than a max number of cats. But we're going to go to Inras, we're going to go to Master Controller, we're going to go to Intermediate, and Instant Baby. So we are going to go ahead and have an instant baby. Hopefully that'll be really fun. And we are going to have an instant baby between the Wanderers, so all the way down here. And instant baby, we should be able to with Darklily. And the number of children to produce, 3. Are you guys ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. We're going to have random across the board. Apple Shadow Wanderer's household has now been populated with 3 new children. You guys, yes. Oh my gosh. And it looks like there's one. Okay, we're going to have to change the gender on this one. But here are what their kids would look like. Let's get a good look at everything. Oh my gosh. I am so excited right now. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So we will have to rename this one and give this one a new gender because it's the only one that looks anything like Darklily. But this would be Silver Kit, you guys. Oh my goodness. So this is Silver Kit, and this is what Silver Kit would look like if Silver Kit was real, or in Sims 3, where we have all these options for coat colors and all these options for customization of the animals. Really awesome. So, oh look. It looks like Silver Kit has the white patch at the front. Renfeather lives on in her grandchild. Oh, that's so awesome. And then there's also a whole bunch of the different brown patches, just barely on the fur. That also is actually a Renfeather / apple shadow trait. It looks like the ears are pretty puffy, so it looks like everybody got to mom's ears instead of like the slightly bent forward ears that dad has. Also, let me put up the household in the background just because that's much nicer. All right, so that is what Silver Kit would look like. Very, very, very cute. Hopefully off to go and get some of those bugs in the distance in just a moment. Oh, geez, that's adorable. And a lot of patches, just very faint patches of brown, but a lot of mom's rippled look and a long tail. And then we have another kit over here. So let's check what the other two kits are. We will let the game have decided if this is going to be like male or female kits. And then we have a little girl named Miley. And look, she's got mom's little black ear tufts, and it looks like she actually has dad's forward ears. She would be playful and friendly. And then we have a little, oh, they're all girls. They're all gonna be girls. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So we'll have to pick the next two brown cats that we have in our Untold Tales series and say that they are, or like, you know, orange cats, and say that they are these two cats. And I'm gonna need some new names now that we know what these little ones would actually look like. So it looks like we have a pretty thin little brown kitten with the side pattern. All right, a lot of mom's side pattern right there. The white chest. Hey, stay over here, little one. So the same white chest. All three of them have the white chest, and it looks like, actually, other than being smush face and like smooth furred, we have the same type. Oh, and this one is definitely forward ears right here. Yeah, it looks like the girls all have the white chest, and pretty much these two seem identical. So these two kits, yeah, they are identical. Oh, okay. So it's going to be one of those situations, is it? Maybe I should have played with the genetics first, but that's okay. So these two sisters are identical, except one is going to have a slightly different shaped face and pointy ears, and the other is going to have a longer nose and mom's bigger ears. And then the only one who looks any different is going to be this little one over here, but they all have the white chest patch, which I think is interesting. So that is really fun. Really, really fun. With one of the girls, and we're going to need names for these other two. I kind of want to name one Acorn Kit. I feel like this one is Acorn Kit, or maybe this one. So I'm going to need you guys help coming up with the good names. Acorn, for some reason, like that would just go really well. They grow on trees too. Acorn and Almond and Silver? Maybe not. I think Acorn and Creek. That's what my thoughts are on this. I think this one would probably be named Acorn Kit. So I'm going to go ahead and rename them really quickly so that I will remember in the future. This is Acorn Kit, and she is a little girl. And then we're going to have this little one right down here. And this is going to be Creek Kit, actually. So that looks a little funky when it's a kit name, but that would be a good name for them. And then this little one is actually going to be a girl, and this is going to be Silver Kit. There we go. Wonderful. I'm really happy. I think Darklily is really going to love her children. She just had a bunch of babies just like that. That's going to be really fun to have them kind of wander around together as wanderers. So we may leave them as a family unit too. So if any of our cats in Branch Clan or Moss Clan run into them, we can say that they're already like a stray cat family unit, and we can either take them all in, which would be a big burden with that many new kittens, or we could just be friends with them, or even chase them off, maybe even steal a kit if we needed more warriors and we were perhaps a more evil-minded third clan that may or may not be showing up pretty soon. But I really love these little ones. So last thing we're going to do real quick, and I'm going to have to be very, very careful with this. In fact, 1 second. All right, there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to temporarily trigger the age transition so we can see what each of the kits would look like as adults. And then we're going to step back. Yay, it's Acorn Kit's birthday. And we're going to see how they would look as adults really quickly. Oh, look at the little creek kit with the little proud posture. Isn't that just the best, you guys? Oh my goodness, that is precious. That is absolutely precious right there. I'm really in love with kits. I can't wait to dive back into our clan and just see a lot more turnover with how many warriors we have made. Up, here they go. Oh, Acorn Kit looks so much like her father and her grandmother, actually. That is so cool. And then we have Creek Kit growing up. So this would be Acorn Paw right here. And I see a lot of Wren Feather in her posture, actually. A lot of Wren Feather. Look at that look on her face. She basically is kind of a Wren Feather Apple Shadow mix all the way through. Very little, just the ears, just the tips of the ears and a few patches seem to even give any indication of her mom. She actually reminds me a lot more of Wren Feather than any other cat. So that was what Acorn Kit, who would become Acorn Paw and then gain her warrior name as time goes on, would look like. And then let's go ahead and see what Creek Kit is going to look like. There we go. And we will give Creek Kit a lot more fur because we seem to have that weird fur issue that we have sometimes. But she's pretty nice looking. She looks like pretty much your average warrior. A lot of her body posture, body shape, etc. doesn't really remind me that much of, Wren Feather. But what I would really get from just the posture, the vibe, the way she behaves is actually some stream lily, believe it or not. So maybe she takes after her auntie a little bit. And then finally we have Silver Kit, who I will change to being the proper gender before we start playing with the Wanderers in our clans. And that is a very unique cat, all their own. Look at that. Oh my gosh, these cats are so pretty. I cannot wait to see them just wandering around, so we might bumble into them and meet them. A lot of Darklily shyness, a little bit of Wren Feather in that. Oh, so cool. So cool, you guys. All right, so that is what the whole crew would look like if they were adult cats and ready to become apprentices, ready to become warriors, ready to roam the world. Oh, they look so good. They're just hanging out as a big family now. Acorn Kit. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. They're just all hanging out together. Oh, so it's going to be really fun. We may run into these cats wandering around as the Wanderers when we are playing with our 2 or 3 main clans in the Sims 3 Warrior Cat series. So keep your eyes out for them, you guys. And don't forget, we still had Wild Nose. Oh, Wild Nose. And he and Wren Feather may actually have a chance to live on in the Sims 3 Warrior Cat series with Squirrel Paw, who we should probably rename to something really, really fun. Also jumping in, and Holiday, Squirrel Paw actually looks really, really unique, so it may be really fun to have her in one of our clans and have kits with her because she looks very interesting. It would be amazing to see what her kits would look like. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Keep your eyes out. I am still working constantly on the Sims 3 Warrior Cat series. I'm very excited to bring you guys a lighter, faster, very interesting series. I've already redone a lot of my generators so that the fights will be a little bit more intense and more frequent, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.